Jai Shri Manka, Jai Baba Sahib. Hi, greeting to one and all. I welcome you to our YouTube channel, Baba Sahib's Aromatherapy. Here, basically, we give the idea about aromatherapy to those students who are doctors and want to pursue their career in aromatherapy, as well as to those who are patients and want to learn about aromatherapy and treat themselves. So there all these videos they come to be important for them. Now here into this video we are going to deal with equipment used for traditional attar making. As you can see, let me first of all explain you with the diagram. There are different concepts which should be known. Take, it is nothing but number one, you can see the circular pot like thing, that is deg. Then receiver, which is also known as a receiving end in distillation, so that is number 4. Then Bhapka, which is number 5. Then traditional Bhatti, which you can see separately, is not numbered. Then cooling water tank, that is the water which you can see at 5 number, that is also known as Gachchi. And Kuppi, which is nothing but the leather bottles. So those leather bottles, how they are used, they are to be specified over here. So let's begin with the production of attar oil for floral is usually performed in remote areas, as flowers are required to be processed at the earliest after they are plucked. If you, the farmers, if they pluck the flowers and keep them outside in the sunlight and they carry it from one place to another, then those flowers will be spoiled. So the production of Itra, which are done from flowers, is usually performed in remote areas, as flowers are required to be processed at the earliest after they are plucked away from the plants. The apparatus and equipments which are used for producing various types of other oils are light and efficient. We are going to tell you the different equipments which are used typically for the traditional itra making. The first one is traditional deg, or also known as still. The process is carried out in the copper stills or degs, which you can see the person who is sitting next to the deg. So it's a pot like thing, a huge pot. From centuries, dates have played a critical role in producing organic fragrance oils using traditional ways naturally. Dates are made of copper metal and have opening for connections to one or two receivers or bhapkas. The second one is bhapka or receiver. The bhapka, also called receiver, is built of copper and also bamboos. Earlier days, when copper was not in use, it was made from bamboos, the hollow bamboos, and contains round shape with long neck. During the process of making attar, the receiver is required to be connected with a deg through a chonga. Chonga is a pipe like thing which is acting as a receiver. It is popular as bhapka in local language, and it acts as a condenser as well. In the new systems, let me show that system. This is a new system, a modern system. So here this part is condenser. So that condenser basically is used over here. Traditional bhatti or furnace, as the name suggests, heating is done with the help of wood in the earlier days, while now it's done with either CNG or LPG. Traditional bhatti that are used by Ittar craftsmen is built up of bricks and clay. Typically, wood or coal is used for heating during the process. Nowadays, some of the industries have started using LPG and CNG. Gachchi or cooling water tank. A cooling water tank is a place where bhapka or receiver is kept, and its process is to cooling the distilled from dig. Or rather, you can say, as water condensers, they condense the vapors which are coming from a distillation unit into liquid, that is conversion of gas into liquid or vapors into liquid, that is done into this cooling tanks. Kuppi or leather bottle. Nowadays, this leather bottles have been replaced by glass bottles, because nowadays that animal skin, because that is the internal skin which is obtained from camels, that was used in making these bottles which were known as kuppis. So kuppis are the bottle made from leather of animals. These bottles are used to remove moisture from attar. But nowadays, since those skins are not available to large extent, so nowadays glass bottles are used. You can see right hand side on your screen. You have one bottle which is made up of crystal. So uh, those bottles are used to store these devices. So these were all about the concept which we had to inform you. That was equipment used for traditional attar making. Thanks a lot for listening to the concept, because basics if you do not know, then it will be difficult for you to understand the concept, and as the student or doctors you won't be able to treat the patient. So it is better to understand the concept to its depth. So thanks a lot for patientfully listening to this concept, and take care of yourself. Provide a good health around you. Jai Shri Mahankal, Jai Baba Sahib. Bye.